What's going on, y'all? So look, Sisterhood of Hip Hop, season 3, episode 5. Check yourself. This was a good episode. We got a little bit of drama, and let me just tell you something. Diamond, you're trash. You're trash. Okay. First of all, you don't call nobody and let them know why you're not going to do the cipher. Okay. You gave your word to Kiki that you was going to do the cipher. You didn't even let your girl know, Brianna. And all that shit, but y'all cool, right? Then and this ain't gonna be no long review because it really wasn't much, but I'm just gonna get down to the drama because most of this was the girls going to see MC Light. But before that, Brianna had took I think it was Audra or Lee Mason, one of them or both of them, whatever. They went to go see MC Light about some stuff and get some encouragement and all that stuff. And I like the fact that we have a veteran on here who is actually an OG in the game, who knows what she's talking about, and she's taking the time out to mentor these young girls, okay? And she's coming back for a second season. I love that fact. This is what Diamond... Fuck your line, okay, bitch? Let me just tell y'all this. And this is just for anybody who think that Diamond is above everybody on this show. Baby, you are on this show trying to make it. Yes, you was out back in the day with Crime Mob. Y'all had a couple of hits, okay? I can't name one hit you had by yourself. Have you put out a debut album yet? Or have you just put out mixtapes? What were the name of the mixtapes? Well, I can't, some of y'all probably can name them, but bitch, Ashley can't. Ashley don't know how many mixtapes you put out there. And Ashley was a big Crime Mob fan because I got all their music, okay? So my thing is, I liked you better back then than this attitude that you putting out like you're so big. Like you're the Beyonce of hip hop or like you're the Beyonce of this group when you're not. I just don't get it, okay? I really don't understand what this I'm better than and everything is beneath me type of attitude. These girls coming and they want to do this cipher. You give your word to Kiki that you're going to do it. You don't show up. You don't tell anybody about it. Then when y'all come together, you basically said that it was beneath you. That's doing the cipher at this point in time in your career is beneath you. To me, what that read off is, I don't know how to freestyle, if that's the case. Or you just didn't want to be bothered with this shit because you really did think it was beneath you. And I don't understand that because, baby, look, you're in the same position as all these women on this show. You're trying to make it as a solo artist, a successful solo artist. Until you have put out a debut album, I don't count no fucking mixtape that ain't been on no charts, okay? That ain't won no Grammys, that ain't been nominated for shit. I'm not counting none of that stuff, okay? You are still a freshman in this shit just like they are. You are a fucking beginner. You can throw out there you've been in this game for 12 years, but bitch, what exactly have you done besides Crime Mod and probably a couple of mixtapes that hasn't lasting impression? Not a damn thing, okay? If you were that big of a person or everything was so beneath you, you would be on this show. You wouldn't need this show to, get out there. You need the money. Okay, you need the exposure. Let's be fucking clear. Because before this, no one was really talking about Diamond like that, okay? If anything, if they were talking about Diamond, it was because when you was with Scrappy. That's it. No one was talking about your music like that. Because where is the fucking music, okay? You can't even fucking release any type of music, but yet you gonna say doing the cipher is beneath you. There are big artists who can do ciphers and will do ciphers just because, okay? Do you not look at the BET Hip Hop Awards when they do the ciphers? It ain't just unknown artists or local artists or people just trying to get out there. It's some big names out there that's out there fucking doing ciphers and shit too. There is nothing wrong with honing your craft, okay? There is nothing wrong with keeping your craft on point, all right? And doing ciphers and shit like that, that don't make you look like you oh, what the fuck, you this, why you up here doing this, why you doing that? That's a good fucking thing to let you know that you ain't got it so big in your head that you can't come chill with, everyday people in a little club or whatever and just kick it and be down to earth and real. You get more fucking respect that way. At least for me, you would've. Okay? You could have gave another answer, but you literally said that shit was fucking beneath you. And to me, that said, I'm a scary little bitch. I ain't got no fucking skills. All I gotta do, I'm the type of bitch that gotta write my shit down first. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you don't want to freestyle or whatever, that's fine. Then gonna say something. Before that, You said you had a prior engagement. Why didn't you tell Kiki that you had an engagement that you was already booked for? Okay, you didn't say that. You said that you was going to be able to come. All right, and then you said that even if you were going to be able to come, you wasn't going to participate in the cipher. You would support. Okay, I just. I don't know. I don't know with Diamond. Like, Diamond, get your head out your motherfucking ass, because, you just doing, like, what are you smoking? Like, what? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, you're on the same playing field as the rest of these girls. So, y'all go see MC Light. MC Light doing this bomb ass song. I like it. I can't wait. I need to go check and see when it's coming out, if it's not already out. Um, Check, I think that's what it's called. And, she trying to get in touch with the girls and what they want to do, and asking them individually, so what's going on with you, what's going on with you, what's going on with you, each person telling, their sides and all that stuff. And she was like, we're going to have this retreat that she do with her people. And see, this is what I love about MC Light on this show, and she's basically taking these girls under her wing, trying to, get them away from the city life, and just get them out in the wilderness and in the open and all that stuff, and just open up their minds, give them a different environment to, get the juices flowing again, okay? Refresh them, okay? And so that's where they go. They get on the bus and they're waiting on Diamond once again. Diamond do not show up, and Diamond does not even... She don't even call and let nobody know that she's not coming. And that is the fucked up part about it. There is one thing that I cannot stand. I can't stand when a bitch is late, and I cannot stand, well, two. I can't stand when a bitch is late, and I can't stand when somebody don't call and let you know that they're not coming or what's going on. I don't like that. And in this business world, you can't get far like that. People get fired for being late. People get fired for not calling in when they need to take a day off or whatever. You don't do no shit like that. And it's the same thing when you don't do that to a good... I think, like I said, she feel like she's just above and beyond these people. And I'm like, it's fucking MC Light. Show some goddamn respect. Because MC Light ain't got to take no time out her fucking day to come and talk to you and to invite you to her shit. Hell fucking no. Okay, you want to do that shit to fucking Queen Latifah, don't do it to fucking MC Light. Like, that's just disrespectful as shit. Alright? And any type of business that you're doing, you got potential clients or whatever, you trying to work on with someone or whatever. If you're not going to be able to make it, or if you're running late or whatever, something comes up, you call and you let them know. You don't keep them hanging. You don't say nothing, because that leaves a bad taste in their mouths, and that leaves them with the impression that, hey, this bitch ain't the one to fuck with, so we gonna scratch her off. We're not gonna call her for anything else, okay? Because she can't stay true to her word, and she don't know how to conduct herself professionally. All right, I don't care what type of business it is, that's how you do shit. Okay, you call and let them know, whether it's your friends, whether it's business, whatever. That's common fucking courtesy. All right, so it was cute to see them getting all along, and she would have benefited from this. The main people who need some shit like this, like, somebody needs to just break her down. Okay, it's like she's trying to hold up this wall and all this stuff, like, to protect her or whatever. From what? Like, let your shit go, okay? Everybody is stripping down and bearing their soul, and you just being all hold up and all this stuff and tight and shit. For what? You need to let that shit go. It was cute to see Saya. Her ass was this thug ass bitch finna cry because she can't get across the thing because, she's scared of heights and shit. She let go, but she tried. They all tried to get along, and they was all vibing. And, MC Light had them freestyle at the table because she wants them to, put a verse on her song. And it's only going to be one verse because she did the first two. It's going to be an extra verse. And it's basically a competition. Who going to, do the best verse, they going to get the verse, So that was cute. They was freestyling at the table, and everybody was showing what they got. To me, I don't even think that Diamond would have been able to do that. And she probably would have been the one that would have came there and brought the mood all the way fucking down, if just to think about it, though. And after all of that, they get back to the city, and they trying to have a little dinner, a little lunch or brunch or whatever, and, get to see what's going on with Diamond, because they want to understand why she's flaking. And it's just not Audra. Let me tell you something. Audra is very pretty in her confessions. Her skin tone make her lipstick pop. And I just was looking at that like, whoever do her makeup, y'all do a good job. But when they was doing all that, Brianna, she was in, because they was talking about the whole situation, and it wasn't just Audra talking about it. It was Saya, it was Lee Mays, and all of them. And Brianna was like, "This is not how I want people to look at my friend, like she a flake or whatever. So we need to get down to the bottom of this business, okay?" So she comes late to the fucking thing. Saya let them know in advance that she's not going to be able to come. See, that's what you're supposed to do. She let them know in advance that she wasn't going to be able to come because she had to be in the studio. Fine, she has a legitimate excuse. You show up late, Diamond, and then when they ask you what's going on, why you didn't come, you had a prior engagement. Okay, fine. You couldn't pick up the phone, bitch. All right. Then they telling you about the verse on MC Light song and all this stuff, and your thing is, I'm not finna compete for no verse, so I won't be doing it. And then I guess, she felt some type of way about Audra because Audra, she was giving her the, like, each time that, she said something in the first meeting and the second meeting, she did what the fuck I would have did. Okay, if I'm trying to get to know you and all this stuff, I want to ask questions, why this and why that. And Audra wasn't the only one who wanted to know what was going on. Audra was the one that was bold enough to ask these questions, okay? That's what the fuck it was. And Diamond don't like to be fucking, questioned about her whereabouts because she know that shit was bullshit. She didn't want to give them a real fucking answer that she didn't give a shit about them. That's basically what it is. And then gonna say something basically, you don't need to talk to me this way. You don't need to keep asking me all these questions. I don't even fucking know you. You still trying to get your shit in the game. Worry about your career. Worry about your weave and all this stuff. When you get 12 years in the game, then you can say something. You can need to go and look at my shit and step in my shoes, and you can't even walk 12 miles. And my girl, shut the fuck up, because bitch, you stumbling in yours. Okay? You stumbling in yours, making a fucking scene over what? You blew that shit way out of proportion because you fucking knew you was wrong. Okay? Once again, Crime Mob was so fucking long ago. So fucking long ago when we talk about rap years, bitch. So fucking long ago. And from then till now, you have yet to put out a fucking album. Not a goddamn mixtape, an album. Okay? Stop it. You are on this show and eat some fucking humble pie. You go outside. Brianna took your ass outside so you won't act the food up in these white people fucking restaurant, okay? And then the producers had to come over there and talk to you. And they like, why don't you just tell them what it is and all this shit. I don't want this bitch questioning me and all this stuff and yada, yada, yada. I don't have no friends on this show besides Brianna. I said, wait a minute. I thought Saya was your friend too. Oops, okay. You spoke a little bit too soon because Saya thinking that you her good girlfriend. But all right. Or was you referring to just the ones that, but no, she said on this show. So I was about to say, was she referring to the ones that was there? But no, she said on this show. But Lee Mason just sat there like, and just let them go at it. Okay? And then when they brought her back, she's still doing it. She's still doing it. And I'm just sitting here like, I was here for Audra calling that bitch out. She was like, you big baller, get the check and all that shit. Then you gonna throw a fucking glass at her? You gonna, and Audra, you are a stand-up person. And that shows the character between her and Audra because Audra could have turned around and fucked your little ass up. But she didn't. She just kept that shit moving. She ain't acting motherfucking ass that moment. She just kept on moving out that restaurant. You the one, she just let your ass look stupid. Because you look stupid throughout the whole episode. I just want you to fucking know that. Ain't nobody finna buy that fucking dirty ass, cheap ass looking shit of clothing, dumb ass fucking clothing line. I'm sorry, y'all. You was doing so good. You were not irritating me this season so far. But now this episode, you just took me back to why I couldn't stand you. You just took it back there. But y'all tell me how y'all feel. And then probably gonna get in her feelings that the girl's probably not gonna show up to her little fashion show next week. Bitch, you didn't show up to none of the events that they had together and you want them to support you? Oh, hell no. Especially not the new bitches. Come on. Girl, get out your common sense. Come on. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. I will see you guys later tomorrow. Peace.